These are the best lesbian romantic movies on Netflix you can still watch and love in 2026. And yes, some of these still hit way harder than you'd expect. I didn't pick these randomly. These are the movies people keep rewatching, recommending, and quietly arguing about online years later. Some are cozy and sweet, some are emotional, and a few might not be what you think at all. Stick around because this list goes from underrated favorites to true classics, and number 1 is a movie almost every lesbian has feelings about. Number 10 is To Each Her Own. Let's start with a movie that definitely surprised a lot of people. To Each Her Own is one of those lesbian romantic movies on Netflix that starts simple and then gets a little messy in a very real way. Simone is sure she's a lesbian. She has a secret girlfriend, a whole identity figured out, and everything feels settled. Then suddenly she catches feelings for a man. And yeah, that's where things get complicated. This movie isn't here to give you perfect answers. It's about confusion, labels, attraction, and realizing that sexuality doesn't always follow a straight line. That's why it still gets talked about in conversations around lesbian love movies on Netflix. It's light, a little awkward, sometimes frustrating, but also honest. Our number 9 is Duck Butter. Duck Butter is one of those lesbian romantic movies on Netflix that will make you raise an eyebrow and go, wait, what? In the best way. Here's the story. 2 women, totally jaded by bad relationships, decide to try a bold experiment, 24 hours together, uninterrupted. And yes, they plan to have fun every hour. Sounds intense, right? But it's not just about the fun. It's about testing intimacy, trust, and connection in the most extreme, slightly chaotic way possible. Of course, it doesn't exactly go as planned. There's awkwardness, laughs, and those little moments where you go, oh, I feel that. This is not your typical lesbian love movie on Netflix. It's playful, messy, and kind of brilliant. Definitely one to talk about after you've watched it. Number 8 is heart, drama, and courage all rolled into one. The Valley of a Thousand Hills is one of those lesbian romantic movies on Netflix that will make you feel every single emotion without mercy. Let me tell you about Nosifo. She's the perfect daughter in a conservative Zulu village. Everyone expects her to follow the rules, marry the guy her father picked, and basically be a model citizen. But Nosifo has a secret. Her soulmate, her one true love, is a woman. This movie is all about choices, staying safe or risking everything for love. And yes, there's danger, tension, and that aching pull of forbidden romance. But the payoff is purely emotional and totally worth it. So, if you love streaming lesbian films on Netflix that are beautiful, bold, and unforgettable, this one cannot be skipped. Trust me, you'll be thinking about it long after the credits roll. Alright, number 7 is a total curveball. But I Do is one of those lesbian romantic movies on Netflix that's funny, awkward, and honestly, kinda genius. Instead of coming out to their families, a gay man and a lesbian decide to get married, not for love, but to keep their parents happy. Classic, fake it till you make it, right? But of course, nothing goes smoothly. Chaos erupts when the woman's girlfriend moves in with them, and suddenly the fake marriage is anything but simple. This movie nails that combination of humor, romance, and real-life drama. It's playful, a little messy, and super relatable if you've ever had to go through tricky relationships. And because it's one of the good lesbian films to watch on Netflix, you're guaranteed a few laughs, a few swoons, and a lot of, oh no, I feel that moments. Number 6 is giving all the modern, relatable vibes. And plus, the film is one of those lesbian romantic movies on Netflix that hits you in the feels while keeping it real and fun. Anne is a 20-something in Amsterdam, juggling a lot, finishing her novel, going through her career, and figuring out love. She's planning to move to Montreal for her relationship, but as always, life has other ideas. Her journey is messy, playful, and full of those I've been there moments that make you laugh and, sigh at the same time. This movie is all about self-discovery, love, and figuring out what you really want. If you're into good lesbian films to watch on Netflix that feel like hanging out with a friend who's totally honest about life and love, this one's a must-see. At number 5, we have Ride or Die, and trust me, this one is intense. Ride or Die is one of the top-rated lesbian romantic movies on Netflix that combines love, obsession, and chaos in the most addictive way. Here's the story. Ray is in deep. When her high school crush, Nani, is abused by her husband, Ray does the unthinkable. She kills him to save Nani. Yep, things escalate fast. What follows is a wild, desperate journey across Japan, full of danger, passion, and really complicated feelings. This isn't just about romance. It's about loyalty, obsession, class differences, and that ride or die bond you can't shake. It's messy, thrilling, and impossible to look away from. Exactly why it's one of the good lesbian films to watch on Netflix. Bestie, before we move on, we would love you to help us keep the WLW Watchlist alive by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and also providing your comment. These acts of kindness mean so much for the growth of this channel, and we do sincerely appreciate every one of you that is currently watching along with us. Without further ado, number 4, A Secret Love, is one of those lesbian films on Netflix that feels like sitting down with your best friend and hearing a story that's both heartbreaking and beautiful. This is the real-life story of Terry and Pat, a couple who kept their love hidden for nearly 70 years because of society's prejudice. They met in the 1940s, lived through decades of challenges in Chicago, and finally, in their 80s, were able to come out and get married. It's heartwarming, honest, and full of quiet moments that hit you deep. If you're looking for lesbian romantic movies on Netflix that celebrate love, resilience, and lifelong commitment, this documentary is a must-watch. Number 3 is a wild, historic love story that will make you gasp and cheer at the same time. Elisa and Marcella is one of those lesbian romantic movies on Netflix that proves love really can conquer insane obstacles. Here's the scoop. Elisa and Marcella fell in love in late 19th century Spain. Same-sex marriage wasn't even a thing back then. So Elisa disguises herself as a man, Mario, just so they can marry in 1901. Yep, Spain's first same-sex marriage. Of course, society didn't exactly approve. There was a scandal, threats, and even a flight to Portugal to stay together. This movie is full of courage, heartbreak, and resilience, and it really makes you appreciate how far love will go. If you love lesbian films on Netflix that are bold, emotional, and historically fascinating, Elisa and Marcella is a must-watch. Number 2 is a timeless classic, Carol. This romantic lesbian movie is about Therese, an aspiring photographer who spots the elegant and captivating Carol while browsing dolls in a 1950s Manhattan department store. Sparks fly immediately, and what starts as curiosity quickly grows into something deeper, a love that's beautiful, intense, and complicated. This movie nails romantic tension, period vibes, and emotional stakes. Every look, every gesture, every subtle moment between them is magic. I recommend this movie if you're looking for good lesbian films to watch on Netflix or lesbian love movies on Netflix that are iconic, emotional, and unforgettable. And finally, number 1 is The Half of It, a lesbian romantic movie on Netflix that's clever, sweet, and totally heart-melting. It's about Ellie Chu, introverted, smart, and quietly navigating high school life. When Paul, the classic nice guy, asks her to write a love letter to Astor Flores, Ellie agrees, thinking it's just a simple favor. But, of course, nothing is simple. Along the way, Ellie discovers her own feelings for Astor while also forming a real, surprising bond with Paul. It's messy, funny, awkward, and so relatable. This movie nails coming-of-age vibes, queer romance, and emotional honesty all in one. If you're looking for good lesbian films to watch on Netflix or lesbian romantic movies on Netflix that are smart, playful, and unforgettable, The Half of It is a must-watch. So, that's my top 10 lesbian romantic movies on Netflix from 2015 to 2026. Whether you're in the mood for something intense, sweet, or totally heart-melting, these lesbian films on Netflix have got you covered. Did your favorite make the list? Or is there a hidden gem I missed? Drop your pics in the comments. I'm always looking for good lesbian films to watch on Netflix. And don't forget, there's plenty more where this came from. So hit subscribe and let's keep building the ultimate WLW watch list together.